gotta poop. I'm going Italiano on you. I only hear that in the bedroom, buddy.
Here comes the man in the suit. It's a legend. It's Brian Kruse. Cruise Control Show. Cruise Control Show. Cruise Control Show. Cruise Control Show.
You're the reason God created the middle finger. What up, Queen?
Live from Los Angeles, it's Hump Day and time for the Cruise Control Show. And here's our host, Brian Kruse.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Cruise Control. It is Wednesday, January 21st, 2026. Welcome to Cruise Control, the home of entertainment news. I'm your host as always, Brian Kruse. Welcome back everybody. Happy Hump Day. Hope you had a great week so far since Monday. We've had some fun on Monday. There's a lot of stuff happening today. Every day there's stuff happening, right? Excited to be here. I think we might stick to the 6:30 for Friday. Just keep it like a hat trick this week and have it be 6:30 this week. We're going back in time for the old days. Good to see you here, Queen. Happy to have you here. Patty was happy to see you here, too. It's going to be a great night. I'm super excited to see you guys. And also, very quickly, guys, just off the top, I really want to get into this because I've been thinking about this since I watched this movie, but we started talking about this on Monday, but Avatar, guys, will there be an episode 4, an episode 5? Will they move forward? Now, if you look at the numbers right now, as we were talking about, yeah, it's made like $1.3 billion, but it's already dipping way below what they've done before. Now, Avatar 1 and 2 easily crossed that $2 billion threshold, and James Cameron said he would do a big press conference if it doesn't get a 4th and 5th one, but they said, I had so many people saying, well, it's all wrapped up, it's done after the 3rd one. I still don't feel that way. I feel like it was like the same exact thing I got with the 2nd one, but worse. And that's what I feel like. I mean, I still enjoyed it. I still had fun, but I think that there was like, it felt like we were repeating the steps even more. That made the 2nd one successful, hoping it would make another $2 billion. And I don't think it nailed it completely. I would say the actual, I'm going to say animation, because that's what it feels like, is phenomenal in there. But look at the numbers. Look at the numbers, okay? So domestically, it's made $368 million, and internationally, $955 million. So that bulk of that money is actually coming from overseas, which kind of stays true to what they've done before as well. But if you look at the numbers, too, based off The Way of Water, the last one that came out. What's up, Flow Deck Studio? How you doing? When they started the Way of Water, when that came out, after, of course, it come out, that 5-week threshold, it already reached, guys, 684 million over domestically and then 1.6 billion overseas. So, I mean, this is like done phenomenally less than that has done before. We're talking about there was actually like a 200 million, something like that threshold, of course, less they've actually made so far. Me personally, I'm like, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Maybe people aren't excited about the blue people anymore. Maybe they're just like losing it a little bit. I don't know, guys. But what do you think? Think the 4th one's going to come? Do you want to see a 4th one? Was the 3rd one necessary? I think that the 2nd one could have been done, but let me find out what my panel thinks, guys. Welcome back to Cruise Control. Of course, he's here, the thirsty daddy himself, GR Wires. What's up, GR?
Oh, another exciting hump day, Brian.
Well, it always is exciting, GR, when it's hump day, right? It's always exciting.
Better than non-humping.
Not there you go. We always want a humpalicious day. GR, how do you feeling about the Avatar? What do you think? Do you think that the fourth and fifth comes? I mean, 1.3 billion is still a lot of money, but Disney, looking at the numbers, do you think they're still fine to launch into this for 2 more?
I don't know about 2, but knowing the ego of that guy in charge, I know there's going to be a fourth one.
You feel like it's happening. I mean, he was kind of going back and forth. Like he was like, I would do more if the numbers are there. You think the numbers are going to be there?
No, it's not. Queen said it in the comments already, and I have to agree with her. I thought it was going to go to 3, and it's not even going to make 2 billion this time.
I still felt like people want the blue people, diminishing returns. Yeah, but you know what, GR? Maybe because, of course, streaming is so successful today. Do you think that that's where the money comes in?
Oh, it's going to make money on streaming. People will watch almost anything on streaming, Brian.
Well, I think at 3 hours and 18 minutes, people are probably waiting for streaming more. But I would say this is great in theaters. It's awesome. And the big screen DR, it looked phenomenal. It looked better than the other 2 for sure. Like it blew me away, the visuals in it, which is what you get with these movies. The visuals are great.
No, but the reason it'll be more successful in streaming, is if you gotta pee, you can get up and walk to the bathroom.
It's
you
true.
don't have to miss half the movie.
I'm always like gun shy about leaving the theater because I'm gonna miss like that big moment. What's up, Mike Season? How you doing today? I don't want to miss that big moment. So, well, GR, we'll see. Only time will tell. You were still predicting 1.7 billion. SGM knows, right? Been there, done that. 1.7 billion. Think GR? Think it's gonna get there?
I think it'll be a push to get there.
Time will tell. Good to have you back, GR. Good to have you back, man.
Good to be here, bud.
Happy home day. We are not alone, of course. Welcome back to Cruise Control. Happy to have our resident director himself back, guys. He's got a lot of stuff going on. I'm always trying to prod him on it. I only get so much information. Maybe I'll get more tonight. Welcome back, Mr. Trevor Triggs. What's up, Trevor?
Hello, good to be back. Good to see you. I know you're always asking me about my projects, but the problem is, Brian, I still haven't made it back to Los Angeles, and here in the Midwest, promising projects fall through with alarming regularity. So,
that's how it goes sometimes, man.
As soon as I have something that actually comes together, you'll be the first to know about it. Otherwise, I'll be back in Los Angeles soon.
Oh, Trevor's in the house. Welcome back, dog.
Peppy's happy to see you. I know as soon as it happened again, I can't wait to have you back here, but I know how it goes. Like, especially in you're in the Midwest, you're working on stuff. It's hard sometimes. People again are trying to put time into this separate from full-time careers. Sometimes maybe people dip out. It's the life of film in general as it is, but I believe you're going to make this happen. I can't wait. And like I said, you need maybe Mike and I fly in for it. We just do it all together. Come on, we'll talk to Mike about it.
Both of you.
It'd be so much fun. Now, I don't know if you've dived into the new Navi, if you've seen the new version or not. Have you given up on it? I think you've given up on it already. I'm pretty sure, right?
We talked about this. I
thought so.
hate fucking movies.
I just don't know if there was a chance you actually went because people go see these things.
I saw the first one because it was a legitimate cultural phenomenon, and I did not like it when I saw it the first time. I got dragged to the second one against my will, but now the third one, there's nobody that can make me go to this fucking thing. So, as far
I was thinking maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance.
Not a chance. I was gonna go see Hamnet today, but I ended up missing it because I just slept in until 2 p.m. because some days are just like that.
Yeah, I believe it, man. I've been there too. We're all there. We all have those days where it's like, all right, not today at all.
Not all of us, Brian.
Well, except GR. He's a wild bird, that guy, though. I don't know what he's doing all the time.
I know. I mean, GR is waking up in the morning about the same time that I'm going to bed. So,
right.
That's so true, though.
I've actually messaged him when I'm going to bed, and he's like, "What are you doing up?" I'm like, "I'm going to bed, man." That's what's happening to me. I think someone just said was that SGM said I stopped watching after the third one. Well, there you go.
As many as there are, so all of us have so far. But as far as like if there's going to be more, I think the answer is yes. I mean, you look at this like from a numbers standpoint, and it's like, yeah, it didn't make as much as the first two, but like the first two made an incomprehensible amount of money. Like, how many films have made over $2 billion? Is it like 5 in the history of ever? So like this movie is already, what does it say, 1.3 billion?
Yeah, 1.3 billion.
That's still like one of the top like 25. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but like that's one of the highest grossing movies of all time still, regardless. If your movie needs to make $2 billion in order to be successful, you have already failed.
There's a problem.
But no, as far
What
as
a
like,
bitch of a problem to have, though.
I think that if there's not a fourth movie, it's not going to be because of the numbers. It's like the way that James Cameron is phrasing this kind of makes me feel like he's tired of it. Like he doesn't want to do another one, and he's hoping the numbers will be small enough that he can be like, well, it's because of the numbers, guys. But it's like, you look at James Cameron, he's been working in this world for 25 years now. Like, he probably wants to do like another Terminator or something.
He's talking about
Or
doing
Titanic.
Yeah,
Battlelito too.
Yeah.
you're like, I don't know if I want that.
I didn't actually hear what you said. What was that?
Battle Angel, Alita, Battle Angel. That's what he's trying to make right now with Robert Rodriguez. They're working on the script.
I thought that movie was bad, but I liked it a lot. So, like that, I'll give that one a pass. Like it's trash, but it's my trash. So if another one of those, it's fine.
Well, it might be happening, but I gotta say, I think that you need to make $2 billion. You're right. Then there's a problem. But I know like the budget was around $300 to $400 million for that whole thing. So that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. They were pushing for $500 million before for the budget for these movies. A little bit under.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Sean. Good to see you. And I think that that's better, but they're making money. They're making money.
Yeah. I mean, what is it they usually say? It has to make twice its budget in order to be profitable, because usually the marketing budget is about the same as the production. So theoretically, as soon as it hit $800 million, it should have been good.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the bookkeeping looks like on the other end, but I mean, it sounds to me like it made the money. Like it's going to be diminishing returns, but it's still like well in the black, or it should be still well in the black. So I assume we will see another one.
Yeah, and I think that like it's just going to keep making more and more and more. But production and advertise actually didn't really earn much. I know that, like I said, that's how it goes sometimes. But I think they were close to like $400 million overall for the whole thing. So, man, we'll see. But good to have you back, Trevor. We'll talk a little bit more about this. Good to have you back. We got one more person back here. Of course, he's here. It's Wednesday. He's got those comic books. I know he does. He's got some facts, some news, some stuff going on for a hump day, guys. Welcome back, our comic book king himself, Mr. Sean Sutherland. What's up, Sean?
Hello, everybody. It's me.
Hey.
That's it. I don't have comic book. I did not get comic books today. I apologize. My store closed early by the time I could get over there, so sorry about that. But there's a ton of good stuff coming out. Highly recommend. Can I 1 second, Brian? Let me get this.
Get it.
Okay. So last week came out was Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Rite of Spring #5. Fantastic.
Is that Smokey the Bear?
It is not Smokey the Bear. Samantha, thank you very much. She's a murderer in a small, quaint little town, and it's just really well done. It's anthropomorphized people and
A
animals.
murdering teddy bear. I never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah, she kills people.
How you doing, Sean?
Hi, Capstar. Good to see you. Good to see you.
That's wild, man. She's murdering people. I mean, man.
It's the most simplest explanation from it. It's beautifully written. It's beautifully drawn. Beautifully
Let's
colored.
talk about this.
Go get it. Oh, okay.
Pepe's inquiring right now. He's inquiring.
He is. Well, of course he is. It's his brethren. His Animal Kingdom brethren. Why not?
He's worried about all of that too. Right, Pepe?
I'm
You're
not
all the
going to
time.
tell you why.
Of course.
Okay. But Sean, Avatar, you saw the blue people, right?
I saw #1.
Although you saw the new one. I thought you saw a new
Oh
one.
God, no. No.
Why did I think you saw a new one?
No, man. It's not for me. I saw Pocahontas when I was at school, and I didn't need a retelling of it. How many times you got to find a guy named Jake Sully? We don't need to keep doing this, guys. Just leave him be.
Yeah, and this new one,
trying to stick your hair together. I don't know, man. I don't need to see this shit.
This new one though, it was like literally, it was about like his family and it's like Jake's family are on the run a little bit, and then the bad guy is still the bad guy again. Apparently he lived. There's no explanation why he's alive still after the last one. He should have been dead, but he's alive.
They haven't showed us what Earth looks like in the Avatar movies, have they?
That's what 4 and 5 is supposed to go into. Supposed to be
I'll watch those then.
James Cameron wants a massive Na'vi battle on Earth. That's what he wants.
It was water was the second one, right?
Fire,
fire was the first. Was like Earth the sub theme for number 1? Is it safe to say that? Are we doing
Pocahontas was? You said that already. It's Pocahontas.
Yes, obviously Pocahontas, but there were some trees. I remember some nature occurring.
Yeah,
on the Captain Planet route. You got Wind and Heart coming up, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know.
Do you think it makes $1 billion or $2 billion? Do you think it ever reaches that? And will that be what they made is enough to get them over that threshold for 4 and 5, Sean?
It's a different time, right? Like we already have been spectacled out of our wazoos with stuff since the first Avatar. That's a good one. I'm going to use that from now on. Since the first Avatar came out, we already know what these movies are going to be. We understand that it's a graphical achievement, or a computer, CGI achievement, and all that, and storytelling, blah 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 blah. I think it's just James Cameron telling on himself. He likes blue people, man. He just wanted to do the Smurfs. They wouldn't let him do it, and this is what we get. He's just telling on himself. So no, I don't. I think that there's enough where it's just like the awe has kind of worn off of it. I think it's also one of the similar reasons that like Tron Ares failed. I think people are looking for new shit. We don't need distillations of previous things that might have worked or pet projects like this. I don't care. I don't care.
I just don't care, Sean says.
I don't care. The memes from it have been pretty good, though. I do like the memes of it. It's a very memeable movie from what I hear. But, I don't need to watch it. Sorry, bud.
I would say it's a very memeable movie.
Yeah, it is. And then GR was completely right. Like a 3-hour, 18-minute movie. Watch it home.
Sounds a little bit weird.
Have your second screen going on. Go to the bathroom, make yourself a sandwich. I can't do that in a movie theater, man. I can't leave.
They start making sandwiches in the theater, they get upset with you. Yeah.
They do. They do.
I mean, that's the whole thing. Being 3 hours and 18 minutes, it's just like, that's a long time.
It's too long. Surely someone at this stage could tell him no, right? Someone could be like, let's shrink this down a little bit. Let's make this digestible.
They could have cut an hour out so easily. Again, hour could have been just gone easily.
I believe it.
I just and it's just like
was it more heart-to-heart conversations?
There was a lot of heart-to-heart conversations. It was all about Spider.
Of course.
It was all about Spider. Spider now can breathe the air on the planet now. Randomly.
Spider's the white dread dude, right?
Yes.
He grew new lungs? Like what?
The Earth and the Na'vi spirits, whatever her name is, she puts these vines in his throat and in his lungs, and now he can breathe the air. And so now Sam Rockwell wants to harness that away so that all the humans can breathe on the planet. And so they're all trying to get Spider now. And there's a dilemma of, is Spider part of our family or is he not?
Excited.
Because he's an Earthling. That's the whole thing. And there's a whole dynamic of like, it's like Zoe Saldana's character, the wife, she's like so like hateful against every human being. She's like, I hate them all. I want them all to die. And Jake's like, well, I'm kind of still an Earthling, in a lot of ways. So
this is like a sitcom or something, because wasn't that like her character arc in the first movie was that she was like supposed to learn to whatever, but then like you just have to reset all of the characters for the next sequel. Like it's a sitcom. Nobody ever actually learns anything or grows.
These are decisions made above our pay grade, obviously.
But I mean, like this is also
to know the inner workings of James Cameron's Smurfs fetish. So,
I mean, Tarantino's been throwing feet in our face for 30 years, and we keep letting him do it. So, if Cameron wants to throw blue people, I guess that's what happened.
Well, we did see them doing their taxes though, Sean. So that was pretty good.
There's a whole scene in Avatar where they show you how to fill out a W-2. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Hey,
they call it W-3 1945 or something.
That makes sense. That makes sense because we're that far in advance as a civilization. That makes.
They had to
sense,
file it into the sea, and all the whales actually were the people that were the accountants. It was really interesting.
Whales are accountants. Wow.
Okay.
I changed my mind. I'm going to see this movie.
I'm just joking. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I actually could this time, but it just felt like they trying to regurgitate the second one. And the second one is still my favorite one. That's my favorite one. It beats the first one for me. I don't know. Trevor's like, no. I thought it was better, the second one.
Brian, I'm glad that you had a good time.
I had a good time. I didn't have a great time during the third one, though. I really was sitting there like, am I not liking this? I was like, maybe I'm not liking this. So, Tree Hunter.
I don't believe you said that. You like everything, Brian.
I did. That's what I kept thinking. And I had an old fashioned in my hand and I had some popcorn, but I kept thinking maybe I get another drink. I don't know. Maybe I need another one.
I mean, honestly, Brian, that's what I like about you. I mean, Brian likes everything, GR hates everything, and then here's me in the middle saying, well, I think it's more complicated than that.
Well, somebody's got to balance us out, and I appreciate that, Trevor,
I think it's definitely more complicated than that, but I just don't know. It's not getting $2 billion, I don't think. Maybe it gets to that 1.7, but do you need $2 billion to make more? I think like Trevor said too, I don't think you do. We made more than we made more than our budget. And James Cameron has 2 more scripts written. They're going to shoot them back to back as the idea. And do them quickly, guys, because everybody's getting older. Again, that CG blue, I guess that does stay true, though.
I saw that's in the article where it was like, oh, James Cameron will be 80 by the time the 5th one comes out. And it's like, so what? Mel Brooks is going to be 100 when Spaceballs 2 comes out. Like, get with it, Cameron.
Catch up, man. You got plenty of time to do Avatar 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's make it a 10. You do like a... Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, somebody else is going to keep making these after Cameron's gone.
You're right. 100% you're right. They're going to probably branch off into different like spin-offs. I'm waiting for the TV series. I'm just waiting for that TV series on Disney+.
Please, no.
Oh, yeah. They'll probably be the kids. The kids are definitely more of a... It'll be the Spider series is coming, guys. Trust me, the Spider series is coming. And there's a lot of work they did with that character in this last one. And also the son who's still alive, because they did kill off one of the sons in the second one. So... but there'll be more. Hope it's the end of Avatar, Queen says. Well, I think, Queen, you know what? At $1.3 billion, $1.3 billion, I think more is probably...
Oh, stop that, Brian.
I hope that the Avatar TV series goes the complete opposite direction. Like, the movies are like graphical and technical achievements. I hope the TV series looks like Clutch Cargo.
Hey, I'm saying there's a chance. What's the red thing? More Avatar? Do you want more blue people? Does James Cameron need to stop? Let us know, guys. A lot going on today. A lot going on. It doesn't matter if it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and week. There's always one thing going down, guys. That's some breaking news. Come on. All right, everybody, The Exorcist is officially coming. We had a conversation about this a while ago. The reboot is coming, a radical redo of that horror classic starring ScarJo, Scarlett Johansson as well, being written and directed and produced by Mike Flanagan. Now, I'm excited because Mike Flanagan is doing some great stuff all the time, great with horror. Now, the date has changed. It is officially coming out March 12th of 2027. Originally, it was going to come out March 13th of 2026. We knew it was a logistic thing. It was bound to be, of course, official announcement about this because they had just signed ScarJo on. They're just doing casting. March 13th of this year seemed like, of course, it was going to happen. A lot of delays with this franchise. So now we got the official date, March 12th, 2027, and no details at all. We'll keep you posted when we find out more about this, again, radical reboot of this horror legendary series, guys. And of course, is this a legendary series? I don't know. Kind of. Paranormal Activity, they done like 7 or 8 of them. So Paranormal Activity is doing one more.
This is 8, Brian.
This is 8. That's what I'm saying. The 8th one, May 21st, 2027. That's coming out that same year. Get ready for the Spooktacular in 2027. Queen, because they spent like 400 million. Universal spent like 400 million on this. So of course, because they spent so much, they got to make that money back, and that's where we're getting more. The other one didn't do that well, but because they want to recoup those finances, That's why they're trying again and then rebooting, giving more talent, hoping that will be the actual, of course, formula that saves the franchise and gets their pocketbooks lined. We'll find out. But of course, Paranormal Activity, though, these make these super cheap. There's no plot details right now about the newest one, but filmmaker Ian Tucson is actually doing this. They're going to be shooting here in Los Angeles, and a May 21st, 2027 release happening. And personally, I'm like, that just seems ridiculous. They can shoot this in one weekend and release it next week. So like, I don't know why that's so long out of the distance, guys, but more, of course, at Paramount when it comes down to Paranormal Activity, and Paramount will not stop, cannot stop when it comes to this merger. Now, this is a big deal because Paramount went after WB about being illegal, and they said, well, ours is an all-cash offer, so they should go with us. Well, Netflix said, well, F you, we're doing all-cash offer as well. So that whole all-cash offer is on the table for, of course, WB from Netflix. Now, they're taking away the stock option. They're going to have stock option in Netflix before, but now that $27.75 per share, they'll be paying completely in cash. They think that's going to actually help all the logistics. So only time will tell. A lot of money, guys. Buck Rogers, I feel the same way about that. I think that it had its time, and I hope that it does find its time again. But I'm also like, but there's so many more greater ideas out there. Why are we doing it? It's all about cash and money and making more for the franchise. Like Lord of the Rings coming back to theaters was all about that too. That bling bling, that money. Let's up, of course, how much we made on our global scale. And of course, the 25th anniversary of Lord of the Rings came out. Now, personally, though, too, part of me is like, guys, I would love to see that again in theaters. I mean, I remember seeing it a long time ago. They released all three of them for the 25th anniversary. They made a lot of money, like $10 million more. So again, why not? Those actors getting paid more. Of course, the studio's getting paid more. $10.5 million they made. It was supposed to be like a 2-weekend type deal, but because it did so well, they're going to be doing extra dates too. So get ready for that too. The first one I think made the most. They broke it down into every one, of course, but I think the first one did the most out of it. I think it was like 3 million or no, 1.5 million. No, it was 9 million. It was 9 million. It was 9 million right there, and the rest kind of trickled in from there. So they both did great. All three of them did great. I have the Lord of the Rings on DVD. That's what I'm saying. You can actually watch them at home at that point, but it's all about cash. It's all about money. January 16th to 18th, the next one, the 23rd to the 25th. Additional days, locations, and marathons are coming. And more popcorn buckets too, guys. More popcorn buckets. So get ready for that because, again, Regal, and also, I think it's AMC as well, are bringing more popcorn buckets, so the Ring themes moving over too. So get ready for more. And I'm ready for that Hunt for Gollum coming out December 17th of 2026. GR, come on, man. Hunt for Gollum. Let's check it out. I mean, Sir Ian McKellen's coming back to be like, we shall make more money. So I'm all about that, guys. And making the money. It's Marty Supreme. Go on, Jared. Say it. Say it.
No, I'll say it in hot takes. How's that?
Okay, save it for hot takes. Marty Supreme, of course, A24's highest grossing movie in North America. Chalamet must be proud. There's only one problem, one hiccup. Also, the most expensive A24 movie ever produced for $80 million. So, as we talked about off the top, it's not making its money back because after marketing and everything like that, now could still make its money back, guys. But the big thing is A24 is excited because of all the award ceremony stuff and the fact they're being so much praise for the production of this and Chalamet's performance as well. It helps them up their ante when it comes to the awards. So they said they're fine with it now. Now, of course, that's in North America. When it comes to globally, everything, everywhere, all at once still dominates for A24. So, and then Civil War is after that too. So globally, not as great, made like 90 million globally. But of course, when it comes down to domestically, it's a big number, but a big like budget for it too. I gotta say, at least it's original. We're doing all these reboots all the time, like that reboot for How to Train Your Dragon. The sequel is coming. But the cool thing about this one is they're bringing back all the voice actors from there and letting them live in these environments again, but in real life, which I think is great. And when it comes down to that, Cate Blanchett is coming back for the second one. And I think she's a phenomenal talent, guys. I love Cate Blanchett. She's awesome. She's great. Everything she does is a performance-wise is fantastic. I mean, not every movie she is great, but everything she does, I love. But the next installment is coming. She will be coming back to play, of course, the mother of our main character right now, the Viking warrior Valka in this Universal, of course, secondary movie right now. And Gerard Butler will be coming back to play her husband as well for this too. So those first ones did great. I gotta tell you, the first one, it made like at $150 million budget, it made like $636 million. So of course you knew you were getting more, and of course they have the content from the animated ones. So more of those keep coming back. But I love original, guys. Even though it's a reboot, something kind of original is this whole Blake 7. You guys ever seen this before? Like, I don't know about this. I think I'm too young for this. I am too young for this. I think some people, like Trevor, I think jumped in there.
Oh yeah.
Blake 7. This looks cool. It looks really cool. Like this is like, and it's by you, The Last of Us, and also Umbrella Academy creator Peter Hoare is actually doing this, and he's loved this franchise for years. It was in the UK. They did a lot, but they're doing a reboot for it. They did like, I'm telling you now, from 1978 to 1984 or 81. They did 4 seasons of this on the BBC.
This is the 5th attempt, Brian.
I know they've been trying to do this for a while, GR, right? They keep trying, and they don't work out that well, do they, GR?
The 4 copies they've made have flopped terribly.
But you got a great person behind it.
No, the first series was incredible, but the ones they followed up with were not of the same quality.
Did you watch it? You were a big fan then, huh, GR?
Yeah, I actually watched it.
Look at the thirsty
the old BBC network.
It reminds me of GR is like a Star Wars fan. So it reminds me of Star Wars. They're actually GR kind of like trying to put this in the same category as Andor, because it does kind of follow the exploits of a political dissident, Roge Blake, who leads a small group of rebels against the forces of a totalitarian, can I say that? Totalitarian forces, a federation that rules Earth, and it also rules many colonized planets on top of that as well. So, of course, it does kind of sound like that a little bit to me, like, of course, kind of an Andor type deal, but they are pushing forward. He says it's legendary. He's super excited. They're pushing big money towards this, too, for a big blockbuster, of course, television series, but big like amount of money going towards it, making it a big success. They're hoping, guys, but they're trying to say like,
there's a great comparison of it from Buck Rogers, the Dirty Dozen in space.
Well, there are more Buck Rogers coming too. We talked about that too, GR. There's more Buck Rogers coming. There's more, of course, Blake 7 now coming too. So they're really pushing for this to be a big deal. He's been trying to make this happen for a long time. So it's original in a reboot, if you ask me. I think if you're reboot something that actually has like something that people haven't seen, or maybe some people haven't seen, a new generation, and make it great for that too. But still give some of a like homage to the past stuff too. We should do that. We'll talk more about this, guys. But I'm gonna say it brings those heartstrings, makes it feel good. Not feeling good is, of course, these updates on Busfield, guys. I gotta tell you, we keep hearing about this. Now, Busfield has officially gotten out right now. The judges ordered that Timothy Busfield be released from jail on Tuesday, everybody. And his wife was actually really excited about this. She was happy. She was sobbing. She was saying, thank God. Now, he's still trying to say, he's still saying that he's innocent. He's like, I'm innocent. Nothing happened. He's actually trying to say that what happened is he thinks that the actual parents are trying to go after him because the kids were not in the show. So I keep hearing more and more stuff coming forward right now. He didn't really say much in court. He thanked the judge, of course, as well, but now he's able to go home and like be with his family until he actually goes back to court right now. And Judge Dave Murphy actually ordered him to be released right away until the trial. So, of course, we're going to keep it posted.
Did you hear why, Brian?
Well, he was saying...
The judge said?
Well, he was saying...
Total lack of evidence is why the judge said he released him.
Well, I mean, like right now, as of now, it's like allegations more than anything else, right? So what do you have for evidence in this situation? It's like a he said, she said thing right now. And he keeps saying, he said, I've always been around people, GR. He goes, I'm around all the time. I would be in front of parents. They'd never be in any weird moments at all as well. And he said, I don't really remember ever picking up these boys, the boys that are saying that he actually were like, of course, touching. He said, I remember like picking up some people, some kids, but like, it was like the kids would be like, oh, pick me up so I could be excited about filming. They pick them up, spin them around or something like that. And they go in there and act. He said, I never did anything that I thought was bad. I never felt there was anything bad happening in that situation at all. And I should be exonerated. And I know I am, that I'm innocent, and I'm going to make sure that all these lies are done and dealt with. So we're going to find out. We're going to find out. The court of law will see this. Of course, he will go back for it. And if he did it, you know what I mean? And of course, if he is what they say he is, maybe Batman will take him out. Because Batman's coming back, guys. Well, is Batman coming back? Because the Brave and the Bold, there's all these rumors right now. Dread Central actually posted this, that Andy Muschietti's Batman is a 2028 release, The Brave and the Bold. Now, everyone was kind of going nuts online the past couple of days about this. So much so, there's casting happening, secret casting. Who weighed in, guys? You know who weighed in? GR's favorite person ever? James Gunn. James Gunn weighed in. And
Mr. Blank,
There he
yay!
is. There he is. And he said, fiction, sorry, fiction. There isn't even a screenplay written yet, so don't believe anything. How would we even have like any kind of screen test with no screenplay and no date set? So it's not going to happen. So don't worry about it, guys. He's saying this is all lies, all rumors online. Even the stuff happened with The Flash, he said, guys, I love Grant Gustin. Everyone's Grant Gustin to be Flash. The director of The Flash, yeah, that's who's doing The Brave and the Bold, the new Batman movie, the director of The Flash. So Muschietti, who also did the new It series over there on HBO Max, he's still attached and he's still doing it. And they had signed him on when they thought that The Flash would be fantastic, and The Flash really bombed really bad. But you know what? I gotta say, as Sean's words, June couldn't come soon enough, and then June came and June went, and we were like, it's okay. But at least Batman will eventually come, and Batfleck himself was in the news too, because apparently he was vomiting a lot on Armageddon, which is this is a fun story because he apparently got food poisoning, and he said he was a young actor, he didn't know good enough they could just say like, hey, I'm sick, I shouldn't come to shoot. And he went to set anyways. And it was like during the pivotal scene where, of course, Bruce Willis's character like sacrifices himself to save the planet. And apparently between takes, he kept vomiting into a bucket and he kept going. So good on him. I like when actors actually struggle through scenes and actually make it happen. It's kind of great. And he said it actually lived up to the moment and added more to his performance, which like Tom Cruise did it on War of the Worlds too, guys. When War of the Worlds was happening, the big scene where he's searching for his kid and the aliens are attacking. Apparently he was vomiting the whole time. He was so sick. He's like, go again. Get it, Tom. Get it, Brad. A lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. Get it, actors. Get it. I love when actors get in there and they just fucking go for it, I think it's great. I think it's fun. Anyways, guys. Sean agrees.
Yep.
We got a lot to talk about, and I can't wait to talk about all these breaking news topics even more, but as of now, we got to get into the nitty-gritty. It's time for everybody to have a chance to talk. It is time for those hot takes. Let's do it. All right, everybody. Now it's that time for those hot takes. Affleck. I love that, Queen. This is that time, but that one man on the clock, and all my guests get one man break down all their hot takes, all latest breaking news, and the wheel decides who goes first. Who will beat that wheel? Who will win? Who will join that leaderboard for the hot take champion of 2026? We'll find out soon. And I saw somebody else was saying about, of course, the Batfleck thing or the Batman thing. It's going to be about him and, of course, a young Robin, and that's all we know so far about the Brave and the Bold. We'll find out more as that goes.
It's conjecture. Move on, folks.
It's conjecture. Yeah, we don't know.
Rumor.
We don't know shit. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know anything. But we do know that the wheel speaks, guys. And who will go first? How's everybody feeling today? Everybody feeling good? Yeah? Should I spin that wheel?
Excited beyond words.
Yeah. Let's spin that wheel! Come on, everybody. Who's going to go first? I don't have any control. You guys don't have any control.
Liar.
Only the wheel does. People are going to start believing I have control, Gio. I have no control. Okay, give us those recommendations, Sean. While you're typing those out, Trevor is going to go first with those hot takes.
Oh, I'm ready.
He's like, I am ready. Why are they adding Robin? They want a young Robin. That's what James Gunn said, young Robin. All right, Trevor's ready. He's ready to rock and roll, kick some ass, take some names. It's hot take time. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
I am so tired of reboots. Paranormal Activity, The Exorcist, How to Train Your Dragon, Batman, Blake's 7. Hold on, Blake's fucking 7? Actually, now you have my attention. Every other day, new info about the WB merger breaks, and it's like watching the collapse of the whole film industry in slow motion. I saw Fellowship of the Ring in the theater when it came out in 2001, and I've got my tickets to see it again on Friday. This week, I accidentally found Charlie XCX's Letterboxd account, and she was gushing about how great Marty Supreme is, so fine, I guess I'll watch it. I'd rather refrain on commenting about the Busfield case until it's reached a verdict, and Ben Affleck's commentary track on Armageddon is the stuff of legends, so I will gladly buy another Criterion edition to hear his vomit track.
Great! Hot takes!
I only need
I was like, I got this shit, man. I love that.
I was ready. I was like, am I speaking slowly enough? I pretty much covered half of the news in one sentence. So,
That was smart. You took him out easy.
It was impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to keep it at 10 topics now. I'm trying my best because, going to 14 sometimes is a lot, right?
It's helpful. Like I remember, like I've tried to get those 14 out in 1 minute before Brian, and I was cursing your name the whole time.
The whole time. I know. 10 is much more doable.
Worst he did was 15.
I did a 15 one time. Yep. And everybody, I remember I did 15. Oh, yeah.
Borderline.
As soon as I sent it, I got texts from everybody. What the fuck, Brian? Everybody.
I don't think they were that polite, Brian.
I mean, they're pretty in my face. Like, what the fuck, man? How am I supposed to do 15 in 1 fucking minute? I'm like, I don't know, man. We're gonna find out really soon, aren't we? But great hot takes there, Trevor. Great hot takes, man. Yeah. Who goes next? Can someone beat Trevor's hot takes? We're gonna find out, guys. Let's go back to that wheel. All right. What happened? What's this little symbol here?
I don't know.
It's gone
There
now.
we go.
The remnant of Trevor. He gets to do it again.
That was a remnant of Trevor. Maybe it was Pep Star getting in there. I mean, Pepe, I don't
What's
know.
happening?
That was a little paw mark. Is that what that was?
Yeah, maybe.
What up, dog?
John! All right, Sean. Feeling good over there? How you feeling? Feeling like you got this hot takes down, locked down?
You know that I pulled something in my back, so I'm
I know.
doing fine. Doing the best I can.
You seem good, though. I mean, the best that you could. Yeah, I appreciate you trooping it out tonight and being here.
Of course, brother. Happy to do these. Let's do it.
All right. Let's make it happen. Without further ado, guys. Hot takes. 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Exorcist. Scarlett Johansson is just black widowing all these franchises. First Jurassic Park, next this Batman, and then Exorcist. Marvel dodged a bullet. She doesn't deserve to come back to it. Paranormal Activity. I can make a Paranormal Activity movie with 3 strings and a Ring camera. Give me $1 billion. Netflix switches to all cash, $20 bazillion, and I still have to pay for commercials. Amazing. Lord of the Rings, love a good revival. I think this is great for theaters, but instead of Lord of the Rings, we like the Street Fighter movie, something shitty. Marty Supreme, you can't give me enough giant ping pong ball popcorn buckets to get excited about this. I really want H.O. to stay in their lane. How to Train Your Dragon, Cate Blanchett, phenomenal actress. She was fantastic before watching it. Blake 7, Ocean's 11, 12 Angry Men, 8 Mile. Glad we're back to numbers and titles. That's the new company. Busfield. How about them Epstein files? Brave and the Bold. Won't believe shit. Matter of fact, if we're handing out accolades for vomiting, where's my trophy for last night?
Great hot takes, Sean!
Your trophy's on the way, Sean.
I just can't believe the whole thing is so stupid. I'll save it for the quickie. My bad.
You're okay. You're okay, man. Great hot takes. Great hot takes. You're okay, Sean. You're okay, man. If you're feeling froggy about something, it's totally fine. I totally know how it goes. Sometimes you're living in the moment. You're ready to rock and roll, say something.
Yeah. I don't know. The Marty Supreme popcorn bucket interests me for a good 5 seconds. Be like, this is the stupidest thing ever. It would look great next to my printer, and then I didn't buy it.
Or your Dune, not your Dune bucket.
No, man. Dune buckets, they're precious. That's under lock and key. You can't.
Yeah, man. I tried. I couldn't get one.
They went fast. There'll probably be a new one. Maybe it'll be more. I don't know. More holes in that one. I don't know.
What's the organization that does the Razzies or whatever?
The Razzies, yeah.
Like the year's best popcorn bucket. And that Galactus helmet is probably front contender, I believe.
I want to do something. I've been trying to figure it out before this month is done. We're going to do like a bucket list and find out what's the best popcorn bucket.
Popcorn bucket tier list? Why the hell not? Good extra after hours content. Why not?
Gonna figure that out. Maybe this Friday we might do it late night, a bucket list. We're talking about it. So there's a lot of popcorn buckets.
Bucket list. Oh boy. Before you die, these pocket buckets.
That's a true bucket list.
Who's the bucket? Who's the bucket of the year? What's bucket to rule them all? I don't know. Probably Galactus is pretty big. I would say it's like Galactus or Dune to me personally. I don't know. What was it?
Separate years, not contending against each other.
GR liked the Megan one. I remember that. He was like, the Megan one's pretty good. But
Oh yeah.
oh god, GR. All right, it's GR's time for
didn't
those
do
hot
it.
takes. GR, how you feeling about those hot takes, huh?
I'm following up a lot with those two guys.
I believe in you, GR. You got that twinkle in your eyes. You always do. Let's make it happen, GR. Hot
try.
takes. 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
For Paranormal 8 and 27, wants to see if we can scare up the success of the first 7. Exorcist redo, I hope they keep the spinning head. It was the best part of the movie. Netflix bid to all cast like I really give a shit. Lord of the Rings 25th anniversary, just to tease the first non-Tolkien Lord of the Rings movie. Marty Supreme ping-ponging its way to A24's best movie ever. Kate, she can train my dragon anytime she wants. Blake 7 reboot, I hope it's half as good as the original series. Busfield release, I don't give a shit. Batman coming in 28, hope I'm still alive to see it, if it ever does. Affleck was sick because he couldn't be a space hero. Couldn't die in it. Made him sick.
Great hot takes, GR.
Yeah, not really.
Great hot takes, GR.
It was all right.
Give yourself a pat in the back, GR. Come on, let's go to hot takes. Okay, hot takes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to break my arm though.
You don't give yourself enough credit, my dude.
Yeah. Let's hope.
Thank you, sir.
Who's playing Dazzler out there in the chat? There's something that happened. The bucket list, fun name. Yeah, thank Buck Rogers for talking about the bucket list. But great hot takes, everybody across the board. Excited to find out who wins hot takes tonight. Not to me. It's up to you guys right now. So this is that time. I say vote it up. Tell me who you think should win hot takes tonight. While you guys are voting, you're taking that beat right there, guys. It is time for us to discuss even more. It's time for that quickie. Come on, guys. Let's make it happen. Woo! Time for a quickie. This is that time. Put that 10 minutes on the clock. Let's talk about the latest breaking news in more conversation. Let's start that quickie. Okay. I guess Blake 7 is the one we got to start with right here. Blake 7, because I never heard of this before, but I hear about it. It reminds me of the Empire. Reminds me of course, anything that would be Star Wars. They made this at a time in the 70s, 80s where I wouldn't even know how this would actually work with special effects at that time, but they made it happen.
Their special effects were like $5. Like it was grocery store fireworks and cardboard sets. It was great.
But was it
pretty much it too?
But the story was there, you're saying, Trevor, right? Yeah. The story was there. You were locked in, multiple seasons. Can we take a big budget with this and make it work now for modern day cinema?
I think so. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen it. I watched this when I was a kid because as a kid I was super into low budget sci-fi from bygone eras, things that people of my generation had no business messing around with. But it's the story was definitely there, and the creator Terry Nation, he was a big Doctor Who guy. He best known, he created the Daleks. That was his big contribution to the pop culture. So yeah, the stories are there, but the budget wasn't, the production value is low. I think something like Blake 7 is the ideal candidate for a reboot, because I hate it when they reboot stuff I don't know, Star Trek. Star Trek, even the old stuff was still well known, still well loved, still looked pretty good, but and they keep doing this. They keep trying to reboot things that were already good, and it's what is the fucking point? So I think that the best reboot that's been done is Battlestar Galactica, because honestly, the original Battlestar Galactica wasn't very good, but it had a lot of good ideas, and they just took those and ran with them and actually did a good job with it. So I think something like Blake 7, this is a perfect reboot. They absolutely should do this.
Everything you're saying, I agree with too. I think that, again, if you have something where the special effects wasn't there, the story's there, the plot's there, at a time in the past where you're we had this big concept and we could do so much with this, and we, it's also very I look at them it's great they tried it. You know what I mean? It's tried to make it. They did it for 4 seasons, I think, too.
4 seasons, yeah, and like this is also the kind of thing like you still have like nerds that are like our age that are upset that Firefly got canceled. Like this
I
would
love
be a show
Firefly.
to fill that void for them. Like get the Firefly fanboys that are still upset and market Blake 7 to them. Like this is it'll work.
Trevor, is this like Buckaroo Banzai?
I mean, I think it's more like Buck Rogers than Buckaroo Banzai, but
Okay.
like it very well, like it can be like Buckaroo Banzai if you wanted to. I mean,
It's like just like a squad, right? Like a squad kind of thing.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
like
like a
someone in the chat said it was Dirty Dozen in space, and like that's not just like a thing they say. That was literally Terry Nation's pitch to the network. He was like, "I want to do Dirty Dozen in space," and that's the show they made. So
let's rock and roll. Let's make it happen.
But you're right, Trevor. The special effects were not of today's quality.
no.
Well, that's the fun thing about it, though, GR. Do you think that with the special effects, with, of course, the new Hollywood age, would it lead a new audience towards this?
I wouldn't be surprised if it did. With better special effects, and the story was there,
Were you upset when it was canceled and when it was done? Did you watch it, like, were you watching all the time, like weekly, or was it one of those things you caught later?
No, because the BBC wasn't here when it was airing. You had to be
Different
lucky.
times. Yeah, now we can just stream everything like we're freaking the richest person in the world. Like back then, it would be you'd get everything like that. You'd be the richest person in the world. Like get it all.
Well, I found it on a satellite. I had an actual satellite dish.
Dang yeah, hell yeah, GR rocking that satellite.
One of those 10-footers in your backyard.
Oh yeah, my parents had that growing up, like a massive one, like at my family cabin. My brother, my mom, my dad, and my grandparents had those. They're super tall. They put them way up high because we had UHF back then. Which UHF was. I gotta say, I love that movie too, guys. We got it all on UHF. I'm sorry.
Well, it was fun because you could watch. If you had two shows that were on at the same time, you could watch one on the East Coast channel and the other one on the West Coast channel.
Oh yeah, like when the time changed, right? You got to switch over there and catch it, which was fun. That's cool that you could be able to do that. It's a different time, right? People don't realize what it used to be like for television at all. But I think that, like, what do you think? Think they'll kind of tie into that GRL, like use some of that old school kind of feeling? Because they do that sometimes. These reboots from that time era, they'll actually try to utilize some of that fun tech into there. Think they'll try to do that?
I hope they don't use the technology from back then because it was terrible.
I kind of hope they do. I really like that retro future stuff. I mean, like have the show set in like the distant future of the year 2000, and like everything is like cassettes in space. Like I fucking love that shit.
I think it's really cool. I think it's really fucking cool. It's funny you're kind of touching on that, like, and also helping the audience that loved it before, but also introducing it to a new audience in a lot of ways too. So it's like bringing the old and making it cool.
Yeah. It's like it's bringing something up that like old heads or people that like grew up with it can do it, but then it's accessible enough that people are interested of where it came from. Like that's how I find a lot of like the newer comic book creators that I'm just finding out, going back and looking at their older stuff and realizing, oh, like the same themes and same kind of tone is all there. It's great. Good to kind of refine some stuff I didn't know,
It's like how Sean's excited about that Paranormal Activity reboot that he's doing in his basement right now, right?
Can't wait for that. It's just going to be a lot of foster cats in cages if you're going to be there. But
Exorcist, Paranormal Activity, Sean. Like, what are we doing? What
is new left in this genre? Right? Like how do they keep finding ways to make a movie about the same shit happening? Yeah, I don't know.
Very carefully.
I guess so, GR. I guess so.
I also love
feel like it's baiting the hook in just a way that like we're just gonna keep catching the same fish. I don't know. It's weird.
Even the chat was saying, Sean, like, what are we doing this for? What are we doing this for? Like, who wants this? Who wants the Exorcist? Yeah. And I mean, I would rather see the Batman Brave and the Bold. We've been talking about that for a while. There's been some debate in the chat about it as well. James Gunn is going to shut it down, though, because it's all bullshit. He's going to shut it down. He does it all the time, right?
Well, but we have to be smarter as a people, right? Like, we know when Batman 2 is coming out. Why the hell would you think we would get another Batman a year after? That makes no goddamn sense. Like, what are we doing, right? I don't understand.
Because it's a good rumor.
sure, it's a great rumor, and you know, I don't know, man. I just don't know why. It just feels like people are playing Battleship with like their guesses of all this DC stuff, and then James Gunn just has to be like, yeah, no, it's not on a Tuesday. Sorry, it's not a Wednesday either. No, it won't be Friday yet. Like, oh shit, he confirmed it's Thursday by saying it's 12 other things are wrong. Like, I just fucking hate it. Just let the man alone.
Let the man bake,
No,
right?
it's more fun to mess with him.
I
Well,
think
for you, GR, perhaps.
GR loves to hear him do that shit. He goes after him all the time, right? GR's all about
No,
it.
he does. He holds Mr. Blank's feet to the fire.
Yeah.
Why is he Mr. Blank again? What was the whole point of that, GR?
Because Superman didn't get $40 gazillion,
Superman did fine. It was an okay movie. There's too many characters. We've already discussed this. Let the man do what he wants to do. I would prefer Peacemaker season 3 at this point.
Me too. Batman is so
we're not going to get that for a long time. So
SGM agreed with you, Sean. He's like, yeah, I have to agree with you, Sean, about everything. So
well, thank you.
Yeah, oversaturated. I think the problem is like you can't have that many Batman.
You can't do that right now. Like you think about the cadence that we used to get Batman movies and see how the hell that fucking worked out. Just be happy that we are getting something and respect it. Like Matt Reeves came up with a great way to do a Batman movie, and it wasn't everyone's cup of tea, and that's all right. But like it's still a fresh, interesting take and an interesting world. Like a more grounded Batman. Let's fucking explore that. I don't know.
But Muschietti doing it too. I'm surprised that Muschietti's still doing it after the flop of the Flash.
Muschietti's got some dirt on people. Let's be honest. He knows. He knows where bodies are buried. I don't know.
It was great though. I see Trevor jumping. It was great. What you do with it was really good.
I didn't see the Flash. I think the Flash was hamstrung by a lot of studio bullshit though. Muschietti did the two It movies though, and at least the first one of those was really good. And like he did
Welcome to Derry was great, man.
It's also well received.
Yeah, dude.
So, I think Muschietti is probably a fine choice. I don't know if we should hold the Flash against him, but like also like, Sean, you said that like you didn't think we'd get like the rebooted Batman while, the Batman Part 2 is coming up. But like, remember the first The Batman came out in a year between like two Batfleck releases. Like there was Zack Snyder's Justice League in 21, then there was The Batman in 22, and then The Flash in 23. And then there was supposed to be the Batgirl the year after that. So like Batfleck was still bouncing around when Pattinson's Batman came out. And also like I've been watching all the James Bond movies recently, and it's like we had a Connery movie in the middle of the Moore era that was made by a different studio, and like people put up with that. Right. So
that's a really good point, Trevor. Damn.
I think people can handle extra Batman. I don't know if we should have extra Batman movies, but I think people can handle it.
Well, I think they're going to come. I think it's eventually going to happen. The Batman is going to happen. And SGM, yes, the Clayface comes out this fall. So Clayface is coming out this fall. I saw that. Which we're all kind of. I can't wait to see it.
I have no expectations, and I'm just excited. I'm very excited to see what the hell they do with this.
I think it's going to be great. I mean, Mike Flanagan, again, he's also doing The Exorcist. So maybe something's there. Oh,
maybe they'll put the spinning head in the Batman movie.
It's maybe it's a crossover. Maybe it's Clayface and The Exorcist.
What if it's the same movie?
Armageddon. Don't puke into a bucket.
The Exorcist is just a backdoor into the DC universe. He's going to introduce like the Phantom Stranger in the House of Mystery.
Hey, man, never know. You never know, right? Maybe he's got a whole plan right now, and that's where they're going to really surprise us. Maybe, right? I don't know, maybe really surprise us, but I say like. Yeah. The Affleck thing very fast. I still say it's pretty cool to hear actors that are like they push through and they persevere through things, and then the performance is even better sometimes. So I think that was really cool to hear about that. It was a great moment to hear Ben Affleck talk about that because The Rip just came out. So of course that conversations are coming up more and more with Affleck. So really cool. I know Trevor, you said you listen to that too. It was awesome, right?
I haven't heard all of it. I've just like heard a lot of the highlights, but yeah, it's awesome. I've been meaning for years to sit down and listen to the whole thing because he salts the earth. He doesn't hold back. It's great.
Batfleck, get it, man. And of course, talk about Batman. I still love his Batman, but maybe he'll come back, Sean. The Snyderverse coming back when the Saudis have it, right?
I hope.
Anyways, guys, Greg Quickie, everybody. Great cooking. Everybody, you have voted. You have spoken, and we do have a winner of Hot Takes. All right, guys. It is that time. You have spoken. You have voted. We do have a winner of Hot Takes. And who will it be? Any of these gentlemen? Will it be G.R. Waters, the Thirsty Daddy?
I don't think so today.
Mr. Trevor Triggs?
I came up with a hotter take, and that's that GR woke up from a fever dream where James Gunn announced that the new Robin was going to be Timothy Chalamet and Batman was played by Rachel Zegler.
There's the winner of the hot take.
I'm also a possible answer.
You have voted, and you have spoken. And our winner of Hot Takes is Sean Sullivan. Congratulations, Sean!
I'll attempt to stand up and
Don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul
can't do
to
it.
the company.
Thank you, everybody.
of death.
Thank you guys so much
Don't you call me
for the
'cause
votes.
I can't go.
I'll take it.
I owe
Very
my
excited
soul
for that belt or cup or whatever cummerbund Brian's got cooking. We'll see.
Cumberbund, the Kruse Cumberbund.
Kruse cummerbund. In the running. Thank you.
It kind of works. It kind of works. Great Hot Takes. Everybody, great Hot Takes across the board. Thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for voting. Thanks everybody for playing the game with us too. Trevor and GR, great Hot Takes too. The world has spoken, and you know what? It's what it is. It's good. It's good. I'm happy to have you guys here. It's been a fun show
I
so
like
far.
Chalamet as Robin. I like that
We do not want. I mean, he
one.
feels like a Robin to me.
He's got the right build for Robin.
All right.
He kind of feels like a Robin to me. He kind of just feels like a skinny. He says skinny. I like how there was a joke we talked about on Monday. There was a joke at the Golden Globes about how the only person that has to like put weight on for a ping pong movie is Chalamet. But anyway,
He didn't like that comment though.
I don't think he did. Him or that.
No,
mustache.
the look he gave was not receptive.
Maybe the boy wonder, GR. Maybe the boy wonder, because rumors fly and rumors die in Hollywood, and there's a lot of new rumors about new Spider-Man with, of course, that new Doomsday movie coming. And I know Sean's shaking his head already. We're talking about this in our comic corner. Come on. So I just got to broach this conversation because a lot of people online been talking about this leaked scene about what is like how Avengers is starting pretty much. Now, I've heard these rumors for a while, but now apparently like My Time to Shine and John Campea, there's all these people talking about it that are just kind of saying that it's big, it's bombastic, it's nonstop from the get-go, it shoots you out of a cannon, the best thing ever. But the one thing that comes around from that is apparently the big rumor is we're starting on Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man world. All right, and Tobey Maguire's, he's whistling, he's like do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. He's doing all that, he's doing one of these, he's walking around, and then all of a sudden the X-Men attack. And there's apparently an incursion happening with, of course, the X-Men's universe and Tobey Maguire's, and one planet can only live. And the X-Men come over and have to destroy that planet. Spider-Man and Doc Ock work together to stop the X-Men, but they lose. In that battle in itself, there's two rumors going on with this. There's like spin-offs of this. One is Wolverine. Everyone's saying Wolverine finally gets to fight Spider-Man. And this is one thing that Hugh Jackman's been saying for years. I want to fight Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I want to do it. Said it for a long time. They're saying that Toby and him fight. One rumor says he actually takes out Toby and he actually kills him. The other one says the TVA jumps in, pulls him out, and then the whole thing about this is Doom utilizes that to say, oh, the X-Men are horrible. We got to take them out in order to, of course, take down the biggest, the baddest, the most powerful people that could actually stop Doom. Now, I see Sean shaking his head already quite a bit. But this is like this big thing. And people are saying it's the biggest event ever. This is like the biggest rumor. There have been rumors for a while about this, but now it's coming out even more that this is true. And you've seen a lot of these actors like coming forward that say that their characters fight the Marvel Avengers have been fighting the X-Men. And I know even like it just came out too long ago that Nightcrawler said that he fought Mr. Fantastic. So it might make sense for that. We saw the X Mansion blown up too, and all in destruction, guys. Is this stuff true? Is Toby going to be the one that gets brought over to help the new Avengers try to take out the X-Men? We finally get the end Avengers versus the X-Men. To me personally, everyone's talking about Spider-Man 4, about how Sony wants to do that movie. If you take out Tobey Maguire, you can't do that at all. So that's not going to work, you know. If you take out his whole universe, you can't do that. But you could. It could be before the incursion. Before it, you could do that. I like the idea of Wolverine versus Tobey Maguire.
And they can do whatever the hell they want.
They can do anything they want.
I hate the idea of Hugh Jackman fighting Tobey Maguire. I can't tell you how stupid I think that is.
I agree totally.
Sean,
Dude, this movie is...
Come on, Sean. Everybody's been waiting for this.
It's going to give sight to the blind. It's going to make dogs believe they can go to heaven again. Okay, that's a pretty decent AI, whatever. I hate AI. However, look at his hand. Spider-Man's hand looks all fucked up.
It really does. It really does.
It's pretty bad. And also,
like a burrito in that
Wolverine gauntlets. Come on, buddy. This movie... It's just going to be 80 minutes of them shaking hands and be like, my name is Shang-Chi. Cool, I'm Moon Knight. Oh, great. And you're the Thing, but I'm not the Thing you know. And you're the Hulk, but you're not the Hulk either. It's going to be ridiculous. If Ben Affleck is Garrett, it's going to be really stupid. Channing Tatum, for some reason, gets to come back. I don't understand what the hell is going to happen in this. I know that the Russo brothers love to be like, there's clues everywhere, and you got to look at our Instagram and give us engagement numbers and all that shit. I think it's bullshit. The one plausible thing I do like is the idea that the trailers represent different kind of steps within the movie or the main thrust of what these characters are doing. I do also agree that there might be some cadence between... for some reason, and you might want to look up this comic book called The Children's Crusade. Not going to say why, but it deals with Doctor Doom quite a bit there. And we see Thor's kid. We see Captain America's kid. Who else has got a kid? Fantastic Four's got a kid.
Oh.
We already saw that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot out there, credence for the children's stuff that might be important, or them being able to track powerful kids. Maybe that's how you get the Kamala Khan involved.
She's not gonna be in this movie.
We'll see. Scarlett Johansson's not gonna be in it, and that's sweet.
Have you ever heard of the Great Society before?
What context?
Well, apparently the X-Men in this world, they're saying too, they have this like the Great Society where they're like the Illuminati. And they see the world that is going wrong, and they're trying to fix the universes.
I mean, there's always like the idea of a cabal. There's always they're always some shadow group behind the scenes pulling the string. That's been X-Men comics for 40 plus years. So like, yes, I don't know if it was called the Great Society. That term doesn't really bring anything to mind for me. Can't remember Barry that one, but like, yeah, you know, there was Illuminatis, there was the Cabal, which was like the dark Illuminati, yeah, I don't know, dark X-Men. You throw them in there too. Why the hell not? But I think what we are seeing is, especially the X-Men trailer, like the different universes kind of impacted by incursions. I think that incursions are coming back. I think we'll get a return of, what was it? Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness kind of thing. Like that old teaser about you got to come stop the incursions. That's a good on-road for that. The TVA is interesting because, again, it's a newer concept to me from the Loki show, obviously. I haven't gone back and read any of the newer series or the older stuff when it showed up in the 80s because I think it's kind of stupid. But like the idea of them policing the entire multiverse, especially after what happened at Loki, doesn't really make a lot of sense to me either. I don't know, man.
You know that Doom is going to be on that throne at the end of this movie. Doom is going to be on that throne.
Well,
pull the strings.
I agree with you. I do think that, especially if you adhere to we've talked about this so many goddamn times. I'm so sorry, listeners and viewers of Cruise Control. You can put one on your bingo card for Sean repeating something he said 10 episodes ago. But the whole idea of the Avengers logo, right? When it's not a full circle, they lose. When it's a full circle, they win. Guess what's got a full circle and guess what's got a half circle, guys? Yeah. I don't know.
You don't want to see Tobey Maguire back at all fighting Hugh Jackman?
No, I'd be happy to see Tobey Maguire. What I am worried about is this is all just going to be Batman v Superman like for 40 fucking years. Like they're like, for 4 hours or however long this fucking movie is. Like we're just going to just smash them up.
3.5 easily.
Action figures. I've got enough action figures on there to keep them fucking busy. All right. I don't need it. I don't need to see. And like just the whole idea, like the only actor that's personal preference that has worked out in these movies has been Ryan Reynolds, right? Like he's been campaigning and getting all that shit, whatever. So maybe they throw Mr. Jackman, a bone on this, but I don't see it. Again, I don't know. I liked how No Way Home dealt with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Don't need them to come back for this. And I suspect Brand New Day is going to probably deal with them more than this movie. But we'll see. I could be completely wrong.
One of the rumors is Toby is in it the whole movie, and he's fighting with the team. So
the team, but what team, Brian? Everyone's on a goddamn team.
Well, we're gonna get Marvel versus Avengers versus the X-Men. That's what we're gonna get. And that Doom is trying to manipulate the Avengers in order to take out the X-Men because they're too powerful, so he can dominate the multiverse.
So Dr. Doom is Lex Luthor in Batman versus Superman. That's what I'm hearing. And I'll say that Avengers versus X-Men was one of the worst fucking crossover comics Marvel has ever done. It was really stupid because all it literally was just them fighting. And it had no fucking consequences aside from the Phoenix Force thing getting just disseminated to different heroes.
Alan Cummings says he's fighting Mr. Fantastic in this, so...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He said it. He leaked it. He didn't even mean to say it. He just said it out loud. He was like, I actually hurt Pedro Pascal when I was fighting him in our scene. And I was like, you just said that Mr. Fantastic fights the Nightcrawler.
Maybe they were playing soccer, and something.
They're playing soccer.
Like you get that makeup on and then delays. Pedro Pascal must love soccer too. I'm sure they just passed the ball back into each other. By the way, The Traitors, Alan Cummings show. You gotta watch that.
It's a great show. Traitors.
It's a fantastic show. Love The Traitors.
I love The Traitors too.
I'm getting off topic. I'm sorry, Brian.
Trevor, Nightcrawler and Mr. Fantastic are fighting alongside each other, and Alan Cumming just slipped and kicked him in the shins or something.
Hopefully it was just the shins.
Could have happened. I know you and I, when we talk about this sometimes, like fucking rumors. So, but what do you think? Do you feel like there's a world where you want to see Wolverine, him? There's rumor of Tobey Maguire being like opening the movie's been around for a while. Now it's like spiking up more. So could there be more truth?
This is the first I've heard of this. I kind of try to avoid the rumors, because I don't know, with the Marvel stuff, like I usually like kind of follow the production up until a first trailer comes out, and then I try to go media blackout because I want to still be surprised by stuff. So I didn't know about this, and like I kind of like it. I'm with Sean that I don't really want to see Wolverine fight Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I don't really see that being interesting, but like if they open the movie by killing Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, I think that would be a bold move, and I think it would really like set some stakes for this movie. And I think people would hate it, but I think it would be a good move.
Someone's gonna die, you know what I mean? You gotta be like, there's some repercussions that happen.
You gotta have a high stakes death, of course.
Like something has to happen that's changing what we're doing right now, you know? I mean, and if it's like at the hands of Doom, like manipulating everybody, it's pretty big, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's a really good one to do, just because like Tobey Maguire like had his era, and a lot of people loved his era.
Oh, they fucking love the shit out of him.
That fourth Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie, it's not happening. I'm sorry, you guys. It's about as likely as there being an extra episode of Stranger Things or Sherlock.
Conspiracy Gate.
I know. The only person that really wants it to happen probably is, of course, Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire because they keep talking about it. Like, you know what I mean? Because that'd be
Do
great.
they like? I would.
She's talked about it multiple times.
I haven't been following it. I guess I would be surprised if Toby wanted to come back. But like, if he's been saying he wants to come back, then I guess I'll believe him. I just like I said, I haven't really been paying attention to this whole thing. So
See, we got SGM saying like killing Spider-Man, that's ridiculous. But that's the kind of reaction you would have. If you killed Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man off the bat, and he's fighting with, apparently Doc Ock and him are teaming up to fight the X-Men, and the X-Men are only doing it because they're like, our universe dies or theirs. And then apparently there's an inner struggle with like Magneto and Professor X being like, we can't do this. And Magneto's like, fuck that. We have to do this.
yeah, so it's like I mean, you remember there's the scene in Deadpool and Wolverine where like Ryan Reynolds looks right into the camera and he's like, "Hey, this multiverse shit isn't working. Can we knock it off?" Like I know we need to like get to a conclusion with this, and like if this is about them collapsing the multiverse, then like all these characters need to die anyway. Like we're not going to have Tobey Maguire and like Andrew Garfield come into the MCU. Like we need to establish that Peter Parker, Tom Holland, Peter Parker is the Spider-Man. And
What if they kill Toby but leave Andrew alive?
They both got to die. Like we got to flatten the universe. Like
no, that's what I wanted in Deadpool and Wolverine. I wanted all those characters just get blown up, and for the most part, most of them did. That was fine.
I mean, there's other characters that I would love to see, even just to see them die. I mean, like fucking, you know who I miss is Tom Jane as the Punisher. I want to see Tom Jane show up for 5 seconds as the Punisher and get killed, just to acknowledge he existed, and then we can move on and be like, John Bernthal is the one and only Punisher. But like, I'm fine with like, I would just like to see him have like a finish, an end. You know, like that sort of thing. Like I love Tony Stark's Spider-Man too, but like it's okay to kill these characters and move on.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Trevor. I agree. Yep.
I know the chat's but you can't kill Spider-Man, but that's the reaction you get from everybody. You know what I mean? Like because he's loved so much. And the thing is, like, we haven't seen him in a long time. Him coming back in Spider-Man was amazing. People loved it. You know,
it's because studios and movies they don't want to give him a sunset moment because there's always a future potential for this character to make them more money.
Right.
Well, especially after No Way Home.
Exactly. And we as fans would love nothing more than a proper send-off for these characters. Especially the original Avengers movie. Like, let them have their endings. That's fine. It's okay. And yet, no, we can't. Because we tried that. Marvel thinks they tried that by investing a quarter of the money they did on the initial 15 phases. And they're surprised it didn't work out, right?
Oh, man. It was ridiculous, man. It would kill me for him to die, though. I would hate to see him die. I like Toby getting killed by Wolverine, especially.
Yeah, man. But like we joke, like there was the joke in Deadpool, and we reference it all the time that Hugh Jackman's going to be Wolverine till he's 90, but no one actually wants him to be Wolverine till he's 90. And I don't want Tobey Maguire to be Spider-Man till he's 90 either. You know.
Yeah. This is like extra innings right now when it comes to Spider-Man. This is like bonus Jonas. You know, we're getting more we never thought we were going to get. Yeah. You know, and that's also a great thing for fans. But you already got him in No Way Home to get him in Doomsday. The other rumor is that he doesn't die, that the TVA scoops him up and takes him out. And then he's like a factor that Doom is like, see, the X-Men tried to kill his universe. He tried to kill my universe. We have to listen to these people. We have to mount up against the X-Men because they're so powerful, which also kind of makes sense too.
Yeah, but that's such a bullshit. That's not something Dr. Doom would do.
We already know Doom is he's already horrible. No, we already know that.
He's not this kind of like conniving guy. Like he does like to have his control about things, but he's not above or he doesn't. It feels like it's beneath him to be like again. I swear to God, this is Jesse Eisenberg's Luthor being like, you got to kill this fucker. We don't know what he's doing. This Superman. What are we gonna do about this guy? It just feels like that, and I don't feel like I hope to God that's not the Dr. Doom we're getting. We need a benevolent dictator. We need someone that is, just like cares so much about Latveria. Like we need that kind of Dr. Doom. We don't need someone that's just like go fucking. This guy's fucking said your mom's fat. Like I don't see that. I hope to God I don't. Does that get one? That got you, GR? I'll take it.
Yeah, that was a good one.
If there's a scene where fucking Robert Downey Jr. is be like, "Hey, dude, hey, Cyclops," he said, "Your mom kisses bad." Oh, shit. I don't think we're gonna get that.
That's from the trailer, Sean. That's from the trailer. That's when he takes the glasses.
Is that the trailer?
That's the trailer. It was like because he's pissed off.
But he's telling it to M'Baku, and he's gonna try and get M'Baku to fight the Thing. That's totally it.
Buck Rogers. Nobody knows how to do a good Doctor Doom.
I don't think we've had a Doctor. I don't think we've had the opportunity to have a good Doctor Doom because they haven't done anything to establish the character of Doctor Doom. The fact that like Thanos appeared in X amount of movies and was teased in the shadows for so long, and that built up the hype of him, and then especially getting so many flashback scenes about his character development and the emotional stakes at like that he was aiming for, that meant something. Yeah. The fact that we just know, the only thing we know about it is he let Franklin Richards touch his face, and it's played by RDJ. I can't tell you anything else about how this Doctor Doom will be played, about any of its motivations. I can't tell you anything about that, and it's all conjecture. But I swear to God, if he is Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor, it's going to be such a missed opportunity for this character.
There's also the thing that Robert Downey Jr. was originally going to be cast as Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four, and people are going online, and there's the statue from the original Fantastic Four doesn't even look like Dr. Doom. It kind of looks like Robert Downey Jr. They had made the whole thing, but then like he was going through, of course, situations he was going through at that time where he was like on drugs and stuff, and so they recast. And so like that Kevin Feige is kind of doing like a whole thing with this. Like there's been hints for a long time that this Doom has been there. So that's another rumor that's going around. GR, how you feel about this, buddy? Looking down there too. I know you said you're not excited about it. You don't think that the fans would be excited about Robert Downey Jr., those little Easter eggs, manipulating it all from years ago, and also Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom allowing Tobey Maguire to die?
I don't think they're going to kill off Spider-Man. I mean, I agree with what the guys are saying. You got to let some of these characters die. I mean, they're not immortals.
No. But Spider-Man?
Why not? You killed off everybody else, It
would be his whole world too, GR. Like Mary Jane's gone. Maybe any kind of family he has, all gone.
Why do you have to kill off Mary Jane? She could fall for some other superhero.
Well, the whole world would be gone. The incursion would destroy his whole planet.
Why?
Because that's what they're trying to push, the incursion. So the whole thing of Secret Wars, destroying every world. Only one world left for Battle World.
Uh-huh.
So we think there's any levity to this? These rumors come up multiple times, GR. It's back around again. Queen says, not Spider-Man. Which, Queen, I get that.
Well, we have to listen to Queen. She's the boss. She's the queen.
Black hole comic. I have no idea what that is, Lexi. But I gotta say, like, I just think that this rumor keeps coming up. It keeps appearing. It makes me feel like there's got to be some truth to it. Maybe a little bit of levity to it. Maybe. It might be there. Come on, Sean. There's got to be. I mean, I don't know. It just keeps coming up, man.
We will find out shortly.
Yeah, just December can't come soon enough this time, I guess.
Does that jinx it when you say that, though? Does it jinx it a little bit?
I don't give a fuck. I'm going to see that movie. I'm going to see that movie, man.
Sean, can you tell me how you really feel?
I already did, GR. GR, you haven't been paying attention, my man.
I'm sorry. Over the head like a hairnet, yeah.
It's a fascinating thing to start the movie, though. Like a big battle, nonstop action, all the X-Men fighting. It's kind of a cool way to start a movie as opposed to like Captain America getting off his fucking motorcycle and then holding his baby. It's better than that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like I do look at who was saying what at what times when we knew the movie was shooting. What were some of the first things they were getting out of the way? What were that kind of stuff, right? And I know the X-Men stuff was involved earlier. I actually think it would be great if the first like scene is literally just like that prologue is literally just watching the X-Men universe or world whatever just get absolutely destroyed. I think that's perfectly fine. I don't know how Doctor Doom fits into that, and so I think that there's still more to that. Obviously, yeah, I don't know, especially the way that they've. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I really don't know. How. There it is.
No idea.
But Children's Crusade again. That deals with Wanda Maximoff.
Yeah.
So
And then
there's a name right there.
there's a rumor about her being with Doom as well. And that's pissing off Magneto.
I mean, God, I just am glad that we're getting okay. But are we going to see Fassbender? You know, are we going to see?
As of now, no. Maybe.
Who's the other Professor
McAvoy?
McAvoy. We're going to see McAvoy.
I love McAvoy and Fassbender. They were great in there.
They were great. I had the privilege of coaching a tournament this weekend in Rochester, New York. My favorite thing to do is turn on the hotel TV and see how dumb television is. And God bless them, FX is still on the air and touting X-Men First Class like it's the coolest thing you could ever watch. And I'll tell you what, it's not. But God bless FX for trying, man.
At least we got bacon, guys. At least we had bacon.
That's true. You didn't get bacon.
What's everybody think? The X-Men real? These rumors? We had to talk about it because a lot of people have been talking about it online. I just wanted to broach the conversation. We'll find out if Toby is X-Men dust or if he will stick around for a long time. Only time will tell. But of course, only time will tell what happens with Star Wars too. Because so many different projects have been up and down. Kathleen Kennedy has said a lot recently since she's stepping away, guys. Let's talk about Star Wars feature story of the night. As we talked about, of course, on Friday, bring it up a little bit more. On Monday, Kathleen Kennedy, of course, is stepping around. But now she's been talking about what happens with Star Wars next. And she actually gave some more information about where they're going with, of course, all the franchises moving forward. The first one, she said, of course, the one that James Mangold and the Bo Willman's origin story of the Jedi movie, that's still happening. There's a great script. She's excited about that. Also, shockingly, Donald Glover's movie is still happening about Lando, and she said that's super funny as well, and she's excited about that one too. I was like, that one's still happening? I just figured after like so long that wouldn't be happening. Love Donald Glover. I know a lot of people are very up and down about his, of course, Lando, but that's happening too. Steven Soderbergh and Adam Driver, she still said that whole, of course, movie about the Kylo Ren thing is still on the table. That's still on the table. That the script is there by Scott Burns, and they're not going to actually throw that away yet. Also, Simon Kinberg, this is a big one that happened. Simon Kinberg had come forward and said like he was writing and producing a Star Wars movie. She said it's a trilogy. It's a trilogy, she said. The script's going to deliver. She's excited about by the end of the year, and they're actually going to move forward with 3 of those as well. Which I'm like, 3 of these about a new Jedi Order? I'm like, okay. We're also getting that trilogy about Rey still, too. That's still happening. Daisy Ridley's still attached. And I'm like, it's still happening? 15 years? The Jedi Order? That's still happening? Because that's been delayed since 2023. They announced it in 2023. It's 2026, everybody. That's still happening? Okay, I guess we're still going to make that happen as well. They said filming will start later this year, that she's hoping it's going to actually moving forward. And Taika Waititi's also hilarious and great script is still happening too. But that's what you have happening, of course, with Star Wars. She's still kind of involved for now, but she said those are going forward. And she also said that, I just got to say to Trevor, that Indy might come back. He said that on Monday, and Trevor popped in, and I started laughing. And he's like, Indy will die when they kill Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah. I said Harrison Ford was going to come back for one more because he wants to kill Indy. I popped into the chat on Monday. I don't know if everybody saw that. I was here for like 15 minutes. I saw you were talking about Harrison Ford, and I was like, well, Harrison Ford came back to kill Han Solo. We're going to get one more Indiana Jones so he can kill Indy. We're going to get one more Blade Runner so he can kill Rick Decker. I think Harrison Ford just wants to kill all of his old characters.
I love it. Before we dive into it, I saw a comment from SG about Sean, Spider-Man 2011. Did that ever happen?
Spider-Man 2011?
I think that's the comment.
What are we looking at here?
2211.
2011 was the last comment, but maybe
2211, Brian.
The last comment was 2011.
Solo Spider-Man 2211 movie. Sorry, I'm not sure what we're talking about. 2211 or 2111.
Somebody earlier on, like 15 minutes ago.
Brian, that says 2211.
There was an update. This one said 2011. The other one said 2211.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. That's a Spider-Man variant. That's like a whole thing. He's a doctor. He's a time spinner of the year 2211. Okay, so that's from the Spider-Verse and Spider Armageddon or whatever the hell it was. No, we're not going to ever get that character to be a live action thing. Sorry, he looks goofy as hell.
He might pop up in the third Spider-Verse animated film.
Yeah,
That's always a possibility.
That should be a great spot for him too, right? To actually do something like that. I love that world, Invader Zim. But the Star Wars
let's
thing,
focus on Star Wars, guys. We're talking about Star Wars. I don't believe any of this bullshit.
you don't believe any of these at all, Sean?
No. What the fuck is Donald Glover doing? Doing a Lando movie at this point?
I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about here. Ray, no one wants this trilogy. No one wants any of this. Like the stuff that's like they just announced the Darth Maul thing. That looks all right.
Yeah, I saw that today.
You know what? We got the Mandalorian movie in April, I think.
That's coming out in May. Yeah.
May? Okay, all right. I'm a month off. I'm sorry, Brian.
It's okay. You're
but
good.
like,
They can't come soon
else
enough.
is going on in May, right? So like they're picking these really weird battles and like trying to keep hope alive for something that like I don't give me more Star Wars if you want. I don't really need it. I don't really want to. I thought the way they wrapped up the Rey thing made sense to me. What are we gonna have her do? Go try and rebuild the Jedi Order? Because
that's
we
what it
already
is.
know how that
Rebuilding
works. That's gonna be so dumb.
and three movies. And
You're telling me Luke Skywalker couldn't rebuild the Order, but this Rey Star Wars character can do
Ray
it?
Skywalker can, Sean. Ray
Her
Skywalker
name is
can.
Rey Star Wars, and I will not be told otherwise.
Rey Star Wars.
I read the
Star
original
Wars.
cut of that script. All right.
But also they're saying that Starfighter actually leads into that. It sets up the Ray franchise. So where that ends, Ray pops in at the very end of that movie, and that's why they're so like excited about that, because that's the lead.
Yeah, Rey Star Wars, you saved me. It's going to be like a Princess Leia situation where they got to bring out. Oh my God! All they do is repeat themselves in Star Wars because they can't have any new. It's a universe of possibilities that the novels have done so well of doing. The comic books have done great jobs. Like you made me give a shit about C-3PO in a comic book, and you're telling none of those stories to just rehash the same shit. Like no one is bringing anything new to Star Wars yet. And like the first thing that happens is Mandalorian Grogu, and everyone wants to throw them all the money they have in their pockets.
Every little piece of it, right? Everything.
Why are we taking? What? Sorry, it's a.
How about the Kylo Ren? Kylo Ren, that's still on the table. We talked about that a few weeks ago. I guess it's still on the table.
Why? The Knights of Ren were nothing, guys.
The
best thing Kylo Ren did was Undercover Boss. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite damn sketches.
That was so good.
Really good job with that.
He was shredded and he has an 8-pack.
Yeah. Hey, my name's Kyle. I knew it since the day you called yourself Kyle. Like it was great. It's a great sketch if you haven't seen it. But like, what are we doing? Kylo Ren's already dead. What are we gonna do? Go back? It's just
he lives, Sean.
Embarrassing.
Somehow he lives. This is like some James Cameron shit. He lives somehow. Shadows of the Empire was
Go
a great
Lexi.
game.
Yes. Shadows of the Empire would be fantastic.
Yeah.
I think it's a little too out there for people to fully digest and like modern movie audiences to get it. But yes, I would love to see them approach that, or at least try to approach it. To be honest, yeah, exactly. Like I think that's what the fandom, like the true fans of this stuff, would like support. Is if they actually treated anything that wasn't the core movies as like a worthy continuation of this universe's stories, and they're just not doing it. It's just ridiculous.
They're not even trying to do it. They're just trying to like keep throwing more of these really ridiculous series at us, and then like concepts of like all these ideas that are just never going to happen. They just don't happen. They don't come to fruition.
Know anything about Starfighter aside from Ryan Gosling, right?
That's
and
it.
Then
That's it.
This Ray thing.
Well, and then it's after the last trilogy. So it's after, of course, the Rise of Skywalker. It takes place in that universe, whatever, in the void. What happens after that? So
yeah. I'm not saying everything has got to be adapted, but there's definitely some good stuff and some good ways to bring in people that respect the novels and the extended universe of Star Wars without just delivering them cameo after cameo for cameo's sake. I don't, it's disappointing because it's such a fertile ground of new ideas that they're just like, nah, we'll give them a battle of a black robed man versus a white robed man again.
Why not? And a purple lightsaber.
Yeah,
Gr,
I don't know, man.
what do you think? Are you excited about any of these ideas? You think any of these will come into fruition? I mean, of course, they've been trying to push that Ray trilogy for a long time.
That Ray trilogy would not be anything worth watching.
You don't think that she can carry the franchise?
In a word, Brian, not a fucking snowball's chance in hell.
A little bit more words than that. How about the Lando movie? I mean, I think Donald Glover is great, but
yeah,
I mean,
let's
like,
get Donald Sutherland to play him.
I kind of on my mind as we were talking about Sean the other day. You're like, you said Donald's nephew is going to be on. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
But I feel like, I mean, I don't know. Is there a spot for this anymore? I don't know, Gr.
I think they need to go get off the storyline that they've been one tracking.
Yeah.
Try some different things.
Like we talked about, like, of course, Skeleton Crew. They did a good job with that. I thought that was fun. You know, a good job with something different. It was like exploring the lore and going beyond that and growing upon the universe. I think that worked. Acolyte.
And they can have those kids growing up too, you know.
They can bring them back in.
He doesn't always have to be the same 5 or 6 characters.
Come on,
like
you want to see Luke Skywalker sucking on some blue milk, Gr?
Yeah, I'm living and dying for that, Brian. I can't think of anything I'd rather see than a 90-year-old Luke Skywalker and blue milk.
Would any of these bring you back to the theater, Gr? Any of these?
Nothing I've heard so far.
That Kingsburg one, I think, could be. I mean, those guys have been.
Well,
he's been working.
No, the Starfighter one. I want to see that one.
I think that looks good. I mean, the idea of it. I mean, yeah, of course, Sean Levy. I think he's great. And then also you got Ryan Gosling, and you got also Jabba the Hutt Jr. in that.
I think they
that one's crackers. Just the name of that makes me laugh.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, where's my Jar Jar Binks continuation story?
Misa say,
oh, please, no, not now.
There's a
Misa tried very hard.
Let
It
David
don't happen.
let Donald Glover be a young Mace Windu.
Oh,
Let's see how that works.
I think you can't
I'm
do
sure
that. At this
there's
point,
a story there. Huh?
No, I think Sam Jackson can just play that again.
Yeah, he's not getting older at all. There's no way. Well, I think he's too busy with Capital One commercials, right? That's what he's doing now. I can't remember.
Yeah. How about you, Trevor? Do you believe in any of these ideas being great? She's saying they're happening. The ideas are there. They're working forward. Are any of these good enough to keep Star Wars afloat?
All right. So here's the thing about Star Wars, and that's that, like, my opinions on Star Wars at this point are extremely controversial, but also I think everyone's are. Like, no one agrees on Star Wars anymore. Like, I'm going to dissent from Sean and GR. I think a Rey trilogy would work. I think a lot of people do like that character, especially younger people, especially young girls, which is a very important demographic for them to be, like, catering to, actually. Like, it's a demographic that gets ignored a lot, but also, like, there's a lot of them. They have money. It is important. I think that character is well liked enough to make it, to carry it. The person I'm more worried about in that situation, Simon Kinberg. What the fuck are we doing with Simon Kinberg? I fucking hate that guy. I he's probably lovely as a person. I've never met him. I don't know anything about him personally, but he wrote all the worst X-Men movies. He directed the very worst of all of them. He, like, you look at his credits, like, almost
the Phoenix one, right? The Phoenix one?
He directed Dark Phoenix, yeah, but he also wrote The Last Stand, you know, aka the first failed attempt to do the Dark Phoenix. He wrote fucking Apocalypse. I mean, he wrote Triple X State of the Union. I'm just, like, looking at his IMDb profile here, and it's like,
shit.
Like, he also wrote Days of Future Past, so I guess that one was good at least, but, like, his track record is not good. I would, like, when I heard that they were trusting him to direct a whole Star Wars trilogy, I was like, are you fucking serious? I mean, you guys, you like, you know, we talked about Machete earlier. You guys were worried about Machete. Like, we should be worried about fucking Simon Kinberg. I don't know, man. So yeah, like, I think the problem is just that like the whole like stable of people who are like building the Star Wars universe are so unfocused. They're just like at this point they're still just throwing shit at a wall to see what'll stick. And it's like there just isn't a vision. Um and like they don't have a Kevin Feige. They don't have somebody holding the whole thing together. Like a lot of people like blame Kathleen Kennedy for that, but like that was never her position. Like she was never like supposed to be like fully in charge of Star Wars. She is a producer. She's handling a lot of things other than Star Wars. Like they needed a dedicated person with a dedicated vision. And now like who's the new guy that they
Filoni.
just announced?
Dave Filoni.
Yeah, I read like I've heard very little about this, but I read an article about him, or that mentioned him yesterday or the day before, that like he didn't like Andor, which is like
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
thing most people agree on. Like we're gonna put a guy who didn't like the one thing most people agreed on in charge. That seems short-sighted.
He was also trained by Lucas, so he learned under Lucas. So
I don't fucking care. I mean, like a lot of people like nowadays, like
That
because
used
of
to
the
mean something a
things,
little
lot of people
different.
are like,
Yeah.
oh, I want the
Yeah.
George Lucas vision, but like, no, you don't. In 1999, we hated the fucking Phantom Menace, like we hated the prequel trilogy.
No.
Like people like it
We-
now because they were kids when they came out. When it came out, and they grew up with it, which is fine. Like, but like, don't pretend that what you want is the George Lucas vision. George Lucas gave us the goddamn special editions. Like the original trilogy. Original trilogy worked because he had a lot of people around him telling him no. He had a lot of people around him with more experience that like helped him like develop it. Like you don't want the George Lucas like full unfiltered vision. So I don't know, and it's like this fan base is just so fucking split right now because like there's a lot of people that just want to see the same shit over and over, but there's also a lot of people that want to see new shit they haven't seen before. And like I know that this is going to be a spicy comment, but like my favorite Star Wars movie is Last Jedi, which is
you said before.
I have said it before. I'll say it again. I fucking love The Last Jedi. I want to see Rian Johnson's trilogy that he never got to make. I'd rather see that than Simon Kinberg's.
Amen. Amen.
Like honestly,
Hallelujah.
I was born the year after Return of the Jedi came out, and like The Last Jedi was the Star Wars movie I waited my whole life for. So yeah, a lot of people aren't going to like it, but the fact is, no matter what you do with Star Wars at this point, a lot of people aren't going to like it. You cannot please that entire fan base. It cannot be done.
Very true.
Not possible.
I think that's what they've been trying to do as well, right? Like they
Right. I mean,
they kind of
Exactly.
strip everything that's like controversial. They dumb it down. They have dumbed down Star Wars
yeah.
into something that was more palatable to a general audience, and in that process has alienated the people that have probably grew up with it or have fantastic, kind of like formative memories with these characters, these stories, these places, these people, whatever. It's a shame. I
know Kathleen Kennedy said something about the Rian Johnson franchise too, about how he felt about it, and then he was responding to it too. And it's just like kind of sad because she said some things like, I didn't feel that way. So I don't know whatever happened. Some kind of weird stuff happened behind closed doors with that. Like the Taika Waititi one, I was surprised that she said that still. I'm surprised she said that's still happening because I thought there was some drama with that too.
We all turned on Taika Waititi for some reason. I don't even remember what the controversy there was, but like a lot of people like suddenly didn't like him anymore. I don't know, man. I mean, because like I saw a thing about Rian Johnson even like yesterday or today where he was like, yeah, I don't care what the fans thought. Like I still stand by my vision and I would still love to do more of these. But it's like we know that he won't because Lucasfilm and Disney like sided with the fans and they decided to play it safe. Like the only evidence you need is to actually fucking watch Rise of Skywalker. It was nothing but fan service for 2.5 hours, and I mean the fan base was divided after Last Jedi, where they reunited after Rise of Skywalker because everyone fucking hated it. So like just do fan service either. You just like the thing that I always come back to saying is like, don't worry about the fans, just come back to like making sure you've told a good story. And then like people will probably reject it at first. They'll probably come around later. I mean, like look at the fan reactions to Empire Strikes Back from 1980. A lot of people were mad about Empire Strikes Back in 1980, and now it's regarded as the peak of the franchise.
Yeah. And also having a vision, CGR is still torn, but having a vision and sticking to it and not changing last minute and doing reshoots and all that, because that happens all the time.
Though? Yeah, when do you think we've gotten anywhere close to that? You know,
social media
independent films and A24 maybe. Like I don't know, man. But like it's all distilled. It's all someone has to have an opinion. Someone gets to put their 2 cents in so that they can say they did something. And for good or bad, they just want that kind of power. It's gross.
I would say even the Queen said, "Who's worried about the fans?" I feel like it's not like they pivot because of I think they pivot because of the fans. Sometimes they see like, oh, they have a plan, they're working on it, they're directing towards there. The fans have some backlash, and they pivot. They don't listen to the fans normally. They just pivot some way, and it goes away from the narrative they're trying to tell. And I think that always fucking hurts their whatever story they're making. It always does. And then Marvel does that all the time. Marvel does all the time. That's like $100 million reshoots on shit because, there's like a couple comments about like a test screening or something like that. And they completely wipe away the initial narrative they made and do something different. Not that they're going towards the fans because they have to have a surprise or some shit. They just change it. And then all of a sudden, like you can tell how convoluted it is when you're watching the movie and the story doesn't make fucking sense. And then, you know what I mean? And you're shooting yourself in the foot. That's it.
But I mean, like, also, like, I know I just like went on a long-winded rant, but like, if I can real quick expand on something that Sean said earlier too, like 20 minutes ago, I don't know if anyone remembers at this point, but like, Sean was talking about like, you know, Star Wars is a universe. We don't need to keep seeing like the Skywalker family all the time, and especially like if you look back at
other
like,
families.
Yeah, like families. Yeah,
you look back at like the old extended universe stuff. There's so many things they can pull from, and especially since like they made the decision to like cast that out of canon. It's like, sure, it's out of canon, but now you can reach back and adapt those stories, like change them to fit whatever you want to, like whatever narrative you want to show now. Like there's a lot of good stuff in the novels and the comics. Like I would fucking love to see like Rogue Squadron adapted. Like that would be something I'd love to see.
We're supposed to get that, weren't we?
We're supposed to get that.
Like
we were supposed to get that.
With Finn, not Finn, you know.
With Wedge.
The other guy. What? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, like I don't know, like that would be a great thing to adapt. I was also a big fan of the Jedi Prince series, which was already thrown out of canon, even when Lucasfilm still had it. But like those are weird novels that they could do something with. Like there's so much stuff out there. Like just like stop shoving Skywalkers and Palpatines down our throats. Like we're done with it.
They don't want to stop with that though, Trevor. But these are the ideas. These are the thoughts they're putting out there. And I agree with you, Trevor. I feel like we keep going to the same thing. I think that, of course, the Starfighter might lead to more original ideas. But everything we're getting thrown at us right now that Kathleen Kennedy's saying seems like a lot of the same stuff from the past. And I hope that we do a new direction. Dave Filoni's in charge now. I still think that because he's in charge, Lucas will be back.
We'll find out, Brian.
Anyways, everybody, thank you for being on Cruise Control. Appreciate you as well. As always, appreciate you guys. Hope you had a great time. Thank you for being here. Of course, that thirsty daddy himself, GR Wire.
Cool.
Thanks, GR.
My pleasure, buddy.
Thanks for being back, our comic book king, Sean Sutherland.
Lexi, you've been hitting bangers all day with these comments. Absolutely that. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, GR. Thank you, Trevor. And thanks for that hot takes.
Congratulations on the win.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
I love that. Thanks, Sean, for being here. Appreciate you. I know the back hurts. Happy you're here, man. Thanks for being here.
We're doing it. We're doing fine. We got all those.
Making it happen.
Get some good drugs. You'll feel better.
A lot of drugs.
GR
got a lidocaine patch. It's doing God's work.
Thanks, Sean.
Love it.
Appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Trevor Driggs. Thank you, Trevor.
Thanks for having me again. This was a really good show tonight. I had a lot of opinions. Happy to be here.
I love the opinions. Got to bring the opinions, man, all the time. It came together, and I think it was great.
Especially when they're good opinions like that.
Well, thank you, GR.
GR likes him tonight, he says. I'm just...
Well, you know, you can't always like him, Brian. You know, you gotta,
yeah. We have a good time.
I heard GR say that he liked things like 3 or 4 times tonight. It's like, holy cow, GR's like enjoying things.
I think I need to get some better haterade, you know?
hey guys, it's just really honestly.
This is all handshakes and hugs.
That's what it is, guys.
Oh my God, that's soundbite.
Thanks for being here, guys.
That's great. That's great.
I gotta drop it every once in a while. I think you thank Mike for that. Lucas is retired. You never know, Queen. I know he is retired, but they're best friends, so you never know. But Queen, good to have you here. Also, Buck Rogers, good to hear SGM. Thanks for coming back here and joining us and bringing all the conversation too as well. Lexi, also thanks for being here as well. Sean, thank you for being here too over on TikTok. Thanks, Chase. Thanks, Joni. Thanks, John. Thanks, Mike. Thank you for being here, guys. Sorry I miss you on TikTok once in a while. Thank you, everybody, for being here across the board. Appreciate you. Keep coming back all the time. We'll be back again on Friday for our next edition of Cruise Control, our Friday night. And we're going to be talking about, which launches tomorrow, that Masters of the Universe trailer. It's dropping tomorrow. We'll be talking about that on Friday. Who has the power? We'll see if Amazon does. Until next, everybody, keep spreading that love. Oh, there's also a new episode of Walking and Talking tomorrow. Tell your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your grandpas, your great 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 grandmas and grandparents who said, "What the fuck, Star Wars? Give me something that I love, people love, and all come together and say, fuck yeah, take down the dark side." Until next, everybody. See ya.
Control show. Control show. Control show. Control show.
Peppy, we need to talk, dude.
Yeah, GR. I know I give you a hard time, but it's for the good of the show.
Yeah, you do, but I want to talk to you about something really important.
Spit it out
We need to get the word out to people to like and subscribe to Cruise Control.
and join our Patreon. Yeah, you see how we working together now? That's some teamwork shit. Teamwork makes the dream work.
I'll team up with you on this, but our feud is far from over.
Okay, whatever.
We'll see how long this lasts.
Nothing lasts forever, like my Snickety Snacks, which you told me you were going to buy, but I don't see a bag of Snickety Snacks over there on the table. Where they at? Where they at?
Peppy, let's get back on track. The show.
You are 100% right. So, everyone out there,
Please like and subscribe.
and if you have a little extra cheddar, please make a donation so that Pep Star can fill up his snack cabinet and get some Crocs too. I gotta keep my paws from burning up on that hot ass pavement. GR, don't ruin this moment. Please like and subscribe.
It helps us with the algorithm, and it costs you nothing. Thanks for watching the show.
Thank you.